Episode 7. Only one more episode left after this one. I hope you guys are ready for a break. I know I am. This episode is a little more laid back than the last one since the owner for the brand today wasn't too talkative. Instead of the normal structure, I have something a little special planned for the latter half of the video. With all that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, Season 2, Episode 7, roll the intro. This week's brand is none other than England's very own Unofficial. Their origin was hard to pinpoint, though I believe they started early 2017. Lame is run by 21-year-old Ethan, who is currently attending university in Leeds, England. Ethan grew up obsessed with graphic shirts, claiming to have always been seen wearing stupid shit when he was young. Eventually, him and his friends got into skating and integrated with that scene, which is obviously prevalent in streetwear, with many styles in this subsection of fashion deriving from skateboarding. We have brands such as Stussy and Supreme as obvious examples. Need I say more? No. When asked about his inspirations, Ethan said he is inspired by his friends, with all the brand's designs either being his own or someone from the teams. Now, like I said, he was kind of short with his answers, and I feel like you can definitely be inspired by your friends, but there are undoubtedly certain aspects of culture that seep into your creativity, whether that be things from the music you like, or a certain graphic style from a cartoon you enjoyed as a kid, and so on. And these are really the types of answers I was looking for when I asked something like this. So I went ahead and asked him if he had a favorite skateboard brand, and he said Butter Goods. And I think, looking at that and comparing it to Lame, a lot of parallels can be made between the two brands. We also talked briefly about what Ethan is passionate about, a list consisting of doing everything in-house, keeping the quality of his items high, and the heavy boxy fit of his tees. When asked to give advice for anyone else looking to start a brand, he actually denied, stating that it's already oversaturated with advice and people just need to be as creative as possible. Though he was polite, Ethan did dodge some of my questions and wasn't very long with his answers. That being said, I do always say I understand if they want to keep things a mystery, which I kind of assumed might be the case going into this brand since he did have his Instagram on private. Anyway, let's go look at their website so you guys can get an idea of how lame this brand actually is. So here we are at the Lame website, where we're greeted by this dripping logo. Down below it says "Get in, loser, we're going shopping," and kind of a cool feature, you can actually click on the "We're going shopping" to be brought to the shop portion of their website, where we now see a rotating oval Lame logo. Up on the top we have established like yesterday, and then down below not really worldwide. And like I was saying, Lame is largely a graphic tee brand. That's what they focus on. So the majority of what we look at is going to be just that, graphic tees. So first off, we have this Rolla design, which just uses a cropped image of this graffiti mural that somebody painted. And then they also add this little graphic of a crowned character, I think it is, on the bottom right. And I think this is an alright design, though they really show off their creativity in some of their other graphic tees. Not saying that this is a bad one, just there are a lot better ones, such as this Not a Robot one, which is probably my favorite design. Here we have Arnold Schwarzenegger portraying the Terminator, and I'm not exactly sure which Terminator film this is from, but this is kind of a famous scene from it, or a part of the film where half of his face is kind of skidded off and you can see the Terminator down below. But this design also has a very high comedic value to it. Obviously the Terminator is a robot, and we have the captcha down below where you have to prove you are not a robot, and he has the tears streaming down his cheeks. So a very funny tee. I think this showcases their level of creativity. Ethan and Lame's, the collective as a whole, their level of creativity is really shown off here, because not only is this a funny piece, but it's also a very good looking piece. It's very creative. Next up we have their Eat the Rich design, which I believe uses the Monopoly Man, or at least his likeness, and then he is inflated to great proportions. He's a roly-poly-esque person. He's got a round body. He is a thick boy. And then down below it says Eat the Rich. A cool design, maybe a little bit of a social statement there as well. And then by the tag there showing off the detailing, it says Gobble 'em up. So a cool detail there as well. Moving on, we have the kind of outlier of their products. We have a short sleeve rugby tee, which is very simple and straight to the point. We just have a different colored collar, which I believe is very normal for a lot of the rugby tees or rugby shirts. And then we have this simple embroidered Lame logo front and center on the chest. So this is another one of my favorites from the brand. We have the Who Ate Tommy tee, and I forget what exactly this is playing off of, but I do believe this is a take on some like old, candy or something like that, some Little Debbie stuff, or I know I'm probably missing the mark with that, but it is some old advertising where there would be two kids chilling together. But this time, their take of it, obviously, one is missing. There's nothing but a leg left of Tommy, and it says, "Who ate Tommy?" And the girl is looking rather suspicious. I think this design paired with the robot tee just really showcases what the brand is capable of. Not only are these cool designs, like just this design without the phrase underneath it, or just the Terminator design without the caption underneath it would be cool graphics. They're cool designs, but they also add kind of like the comedic statement or the recaptcha underneath the Terminator. It's details like these that help elevate a design to, like the next level. Here we have an oval logo hoodie, which is just the spinning logo that we saw before. Here we have the Satan's Spinach design where we can look closer. It says Satan's Spinach, has a picture of the devil, and the can is kind of popping open like some Popeye spinach, and it goes for 99 cents. Down below we have a product of Lame, looking kind of like an old-timey advertisement, which a lot of their stuff, like the one we just looked at, the Who Ate Tommy, kind of falls in line with that as well. So a lot of influence coming from those types of designs. Moving forward, we have the End Is Nigh tee, where we have a figure sitting on a bench reading a newspaper that says the end is nigh. We have the little Anarchy A, which is everywhere. The paper is also on fire to solidify this feeling of the impending doom. But an alright design. I think this is lower tier of what they are capable of. Moving forward, we have the Summoning tee, which has a group of skeletons dancing in a circle around a pentagram, I believe it is. We also have the They're Listening tee, which actually uses a clay figure modeled by Ethan. We get a closer look of it here, where it is wearing a tin hat, and then it says They're Listening, and then the Lame logo. If you guys are not aware, I believe in the movie Signs, they popularized this, where Joaquin Phoenix would put on a tinfoil hat to block out alien waves or something like that, or maybe something with the government, but it was something along those lines. Good movie. Lastly, we have their embroidered cord cap, which is obviously corduroy for the cord, and we just have the embroidered Lame logo there. We have another graphic here, maybe a little bit closer on the embroidery. It looks nice, and that's the last product that they have. As far as the rest of their website goes, we have a couple other sections. We have delivery and sizing. Get a little information about delivery here. Down below you have this kind of cool like drawn out sizing chart. It says they do need to update it though. We also have this kind of like about section where they talk about the clothing and the boys that make up the team and stuff like that. Give little updates. Deputy Director of Doinks and Doobs. So it covers the website, it covers the designs, and let's get back to the rest of the video so I can give my little bit of analysis. Lame has a wide range of art styles, but obviously stays in the wheelhouse of graphic tees. We have the one outlier of the rugby shirt, which I think is a cool blank and a very Euro piece, almost like something you would see from Palace. Overall, I think Lame has a lot of great pieces, and they haven't really fallen into a specific style yet like a lot of brands do, which allows them to retain their creative freedom in my opinion. Anyway, like I said in the intro, since Ethan wasn't very talkative, I thought we could take a stroll down memory lane, if you will, and check out what some of the Season 1 brands have been up to. I actually thought of doing a full Where Are They Now episode, but eventually decided against it, and I think this form of the update will work a lot better. Alex's Stupid Shirts, if you guys actually remember all the way back to our very first episode, recently opened up a Minecraft server for his fans to get together with him and game on. He's also been doing cheap and simple monthly tee designs alongside Ass's other releases. A personal favorite episode of mine, Reynolds Clothing, has also had some big updates. As far as I'm aware, they won't actually quit their day job to take the brand full time, which is very exciting. They also recently put out a simple collection of embroidered Simpsons designs in t-shirt form, and they've also been putting out a lot of other heat, like this, and this, and this, and this. The spray painting Good Times has been popping off lately, and though the majority of their designs don't really match up with my style, they still have my respect. Dude also has a Zanky, so much love always. The last brand I wanted to give an update for is SAC, the Irish Depop king, who actually recently released a documentary, which I highly recommend you go watch. It's very entertaining, especially if you're into this series. You guys will enjoy that for sure. And I will leave a link for that in the description down below, so be sure to go check that out if you guys are interested or you support his cause. SAC has also recently released their second line of cut and sewn pieces that made them popular, including new pants and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little switch up of content, or at least didn't mind it too much. And all these brands that I just mentioned are run by great dudes, and if you're looking for somewhere to throw your money, throw it at them. That's all I've got. As always, thank you guys. Feel free to subscribe for more of this content. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment what you thought of the brands or another brand you would like to see in a future episode. Or don't do any of that. Just watching it means enough to me. And I will see you guys next time when we wrap up Season 2.